What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Today, in this video, what do we got going on? We're putting body panels on this thing. Well, hood, front bumper, rear bumper. Side note, the hood's already done. Took me forever. I'm not like thrilled with it, but it's on. Come to find out that when you buy fiberglass 5 years ago for a different car, same Fairmont, or it's for a Fairmont, but it was for the blue car at the time, and now we're putting it on the red car. But like I was saying, come to find out, if you buy it 5 years ago and then you let it sit in garages, basements, storage containers, other garages, other basements, it actually doesn't stay the shape it was when you bought it and it came in the nice box and all that stuff. So there's a little curling up on the hood on the sides. I don't think it's that big of an issue. I think a little bit of engine heat, a little bit of time out in the sun with a little weight on this side will kind of help it get rid of that curl it has. Because right now it's doing this. I need to do this. So I think a little heat, a little bit of just keeping it in its place, and it'll all come around. So that I actually didn't think was going to be super hard to fit the hood. Absolute pain in the butt. So I'm hoping the front bumper goes easier and the rear bumper goes easier. The rear bumper should be super easy because it's a small piece. I already know exactly where it's going. I already know exactly where this is going, but I have a feeling that this might be a little tricky. I have my plan already in my head. We're going to go into what my plan is, and then we're just going to jump right into it and get going on it, because after this thing kicked my butt, we're just going full bore. I don't care anymore. This is going to get what it gets, and it's going to be good enough for what this is. It's going to be good enough for a raggedy street car, which is exactly what this is. So let's jump into putting this bumper on. Bumpers, front and rear. And hopefully go get some ice cream with this thing later, because it's date night. So we're going to jump into this. And, I also have to put seatbelts in here too. So this video is going to be front bumper, rear bumper, and seatbelts, which seatbelts should be super easy. They already have their mounting points. So it should be pretty straightforward on the seatbelt part. Hopefully it is. Hopefully that's the easiest part of this whole thing. All right, so let's jump into it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to ask now, like, share, comment, subscribe, whatever you guys want to do. If not, I just appreciate you guys stopping by. Let's jump into this. So we got the front bumper right here, and here is my thought process on this. I already have kind of my two pieces of metal that I want to use. I need to bend them, but my thought is, I don't know if you can see this. Here on one end, bend it so it goes to the top lip, because this straight off and then comes down at an angle. So my hope is to bend this to match that angle. 2 bolts up top, 1 bolt on the bottom for each of them. And then I'm going to weld this tube to this plate. And we're going to take this piece and weld it to the original bumper mount area. The crash bar mounts that are supposed to, go in if you get into a crash, because this tube slides nicely into that one. So my hope is that, one, this bumper can be kind of easily removable, and you slide it into place, you put a bolt or a pin in here, and then you take out 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts on each side, because I'm going to do this side to the fender, this to the bottom of the fender. I don't know if you can see that. Hold on. Maybe you can. We'll wing it. So this is going to attach to the bottom of the fender. This is obviously going to attach to the front of it. Couple bolts here, couple bolts here. So hopefully this is kind of the plan. A little slip tube action with a bolt for now. I'd like to get like a trailer hitch pin, pretty much, where that way if I do have to take the front bumper off, it's going to be 2 pins and 8 bolts. Not that big of a deal for, if I got to load it on a trailer or something. Super quick and easy. The rear is going to be pretty much the same. I have multiple of these. I don't know where I got these. Something tells me I borrowed them from an old place of work that used to cut out metal on a laser table. Something tells me I borrowed these from there. But the rear is going to be pretty much the same action, except it's going to be piece of tube welded to this, and then just bolt to the bumper, bolt it to the quarter panels. We'll be good to go. Like I said, is it the right way? No. Is it quick and dirty? Kind of in the middle range. It's not super trashy, but it's definitely not professional. We're right in the middle, and that's exactly where I want to be on that. Okay, guys, so I can explain. I can explain why you saw none of this happen. And the truth of that is, remember when I said I don't want it to be like super ghetto, I don't want to be super professional, I want it right down the middle? Well, after about the 5th failed bracket attempt, I said, F it. We're going ghetto. Because we're just trying to get it on the car. And so it's on the car now. And you guys didn't see any of it because it's super ghetto, and I don't like it that much. But I needed to get it on because time crunch things, you know? Doesn't look too bad. But we did go for like the first real nice cruise. We did get ice cream. Can check that out. Yeah. And we discovered something. After cruising around a little bit, getting ice cream, we noticed that the tires rub terrible. Not the tires, the tire. The passenger side rear tire rubs terrible. And I think I've fixed it slightly by rolling the fender. But I did buy something that's going to more than likely help it completely. And we'll be able to move past that problem. This is what I bought. We got the airlift drag bags for a Fox Body Mustang. And we're going to install these. And then we are going to go for an even longer cruise because I have a friend who lives about half hour away. And he's going to look over the carb and tell me if I'm an idiot or if it's good. Because he's a lot smarter than I am. So we're going to go see his opinion after we put these on. I'll take you to the tire real quick, and you can see that she's rubbing pretty bad. Almost damn near ruined the tire. Maybe I did. Maybe I did ruin the tire, but not sure. I think it's fine. I think we'll be A-okay. So what I'm going to do is get this thing up on jack stands, and we are going to start installing these airbags so I can go on a little bit longer cruise and make sure it's good. All right, let's get to it. Here we are, bag fully installed, and the instructions were good. They were nice. The worst part about the instructions is where they made you believe that this was going to be easy. That was kind of something I noticed that it just was not. So I'm gonna throw, I don't know, some air in here. Maybe. This thing is a little finicky. I have no idea what's in here. No idea. It might be too much. But there's air in there now, and it probably will pop on the way to doing what I'm trying to do. Ooh, wow, that mic was probably terrible. I'm so sorry, but this thing's finicky. I have no idea how much air is in that bag, but there's air in there now, so hopefully that helps. So let's lower it down and see what we got. We got the car back on the ground, and let me tell you what, airbag made a difference. Like I said, there's probably way too much air in there, but we got clearance. We got clearance, and it's probably sitting a little crooked. Probably, maybe. But for this trip, it'll be good enough, and then I'll dial in the air as needed. But I gotta go. We gotta go. We're gonna hop in the car, and we are going to head out and go get this carb looked at. Make sure I grab a few things for him just in case he wants it and or needs it. Like I have a rebuild kit, so in case he wants to do that, I'll bring that with me. So right now we're gonna back this thing out, let it warm up for a minute, and then we're gonna start heading over that way. And yeah, I'll catch up with you guys when we are just about ready to go on the road. You know, got to put the front plate on just because it's a long drive. Got my radio in the back. We're good to go. So I'm gonna put the license plate on and back this thing out, let it warm up for a minute or two, and then we'll hop right back on the road.